Okay. Hello guys, welcome to our show. I'm Raymond.
I'm Emily.
This is our guest speaker. Say your name again.
I'm Eli Garcia.
Okay, and today we're going to be talking about entertainment news
And the Oscar nominees.
Oscars,
And, well, unfortunately for me, I missed the Grammys this past
so did
weekend. I didn't really pay much attention, so I guess I better catch up and look it up on YouTube if it's there on YouTube.
It was such a Latino people there. I'm so happy for the Grammys. I'm happy for Daddy Yankee, Luis Fonsi, and Cardi B. I mean, she's Dominican girl, and I'm just happy for the Latino people representing the Latinos at the Grammys. Hello, todo!
Okay, well, awesome.
So, who wants to start first?
Well, I mean, I don't mind starting. I got it in front of me here. Unfortunately, I have to look on my phone here and cheat.
Okay,
Because I was working
fine.
earlier today and I didn't exactly plan ahead.
It's okay. We all did that.
Yes, we're all busy with our lives. So anyway, so looking here at the Oscar nominees, which we've been playing at the very end of this month, where they always do. You know, what's very sad is that I haven't even heard of half of these movies that they're nominating. I've never seen them, nor have I even heard of them. So I feel pretty ignorant now when it comes to the nominations that they've got. But the first movie that they're nominating is Call Me By Your Name, starring, I think that's starring, either that or it's the director. This is the sad thing, I don't even know half of these actors. At least the actors from last year I knew, or the actresses anyways. Like they, you know, I think it was one year Leonardo DiCaprio back in 2016. You know, I know who he is. And then a couple years ago there was, I think Brie Larson, Rachel McAdams. Rachel McAdams didn't win, but I think she was nominated. And Brie Larson won. I forget the name of the movie. I think that was 2016. That was a couple of years ago.
The movie 2016?
No, the year, genius. No. Anyway, so the movies here, which again, Call Me By Your Name, I've never heard of. If you guys have heard of any of these movies, feel free to educate me in the comments because I feel very ignorant right now. And I've never even watched any of these movies, yet alone heard of them. Darkest Hour is the next
I know
one.
about Darkest Hour.
Haven't heard of that. Dunkirk. That's a place in New York State. Dunkirk.
Yeah, that's actually a really good movie.
I've heard
of
it.
The Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Pretty nice edition.
Okay, Get Out. No idea. Get Out.
Get Out. Did I see Get Out? I don't think I saw
Get Out, that's a good movie actually.
Okay, Lady Bird. No idea. Red-haired girl on the cover. I don't even recognize the actress. I have no idea. And I feel very ignorant considering how I'm in acting, and I don't even follow along with half of these actors. That's the sad thing.
Shame.
I know, shame on me. Next movie, but at least I'm not too proud to admit it.
That's
At least I'm
That's
humble enough to admit it. Phantom Thread, The Post, The Shape of Water.
Shape of Water, what's up, Guillermo del Toro?
3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. Okay, that sounds interesting. And yeah, so the actors that they've nominated now, again, this guy looks like he's around my age, but I've never even heard of him. He looks like he's got a French name. Timothy. As the French is, I guess, Timothy? I don't know how they pronounce that in French. I don't know my French well enough. Timothy Chalamet. Call Me By Your Name. Daniel Day-Lewis, of course I know who that is. Phantom Thread, I just didn't hear about the movie he was in. Daniel Kaluuya in Get Out, never heard of him. He looks like he's from maybe somewhere in Africa, maybe. Gary Oldman, Darkest Hour, never heard of him. Of course, I've heard of Denzel Washington. So those are the only two people that I've heard of is Daniel Day-Lewis and Denzel Washington. And Denzel Washington was nominated for Roman J. Israel? I'm not even sure. I haven't even seen that. I haven't even heard of it.
You never seen that?
No, I have not.
That's actually.
Well, I guess I'll put that on my list of movies that I need to watch.
Yeah.
If there's a way for me to access them without paying money for them because I'm cheap.
There is. There's always ways to watch movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Wasn't finished. Sorry. Actresses. We're not just talking about men here. Just because there's 2 men beside me doesn't mean we talk about men all the time. Now, actresses. Sally Hawkins. I think I might have heard of her in The Shape of Water. Frances McDormand, never heard of her. Again, these are really old actresses that basically they're the same age as Meryl Streep. And there's only a couple of actresses that I've heard of that are in that age range, like Julie Andrews and Meryl Streep. Other than that, actresses that are older, I don't really know too much about them. They're older than 50. Like Julia Roberts' age, I know quite a few. Angelina Jolie's age, I know quite a few. But anything 50 plus, not so much. Margot Robbie, never heard of her. In I, Tonya. Saoirse Ronan, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, in Lady Bird. Sounds like some kind of European name. Maybe, no idea, never heard of her. And of course, Meryl Streep in The Post.
Okay.
Never heard of
Actually, I want to see the post.
Never
That's
heard
a
of
Tom
it.
Hanks and
Oh.
Meryl Streep. It's actually
Oh,
a
I
new
should
movie.
see it.
That's
Oh.
supposed to be really good. It's
Just
about
came
when
out?
women got into journalism in the 50s, I think.
So it just came out then in the
yeah,
theaters.
it came out not so long ago. Like a couple,
Oh.
at least I'd have to say, about maybe a month
Oh,
ago.
yeah.
Or
Okay.
two.
Well,
months or
doesn't
two
Meryl
ago.
Streep won an Oscar before? She'd be nominated again for another one? She's won an Oscar before, has she not?
I
thought she
think
has.
so.
She must have.
She won. Didn't she win like a few of them, or just?
Well, I thought I'm sure she's been nominated a bunch of times. I'm
Yeah,
sure she's
but-
won at least one.
Yeah, probably at least one.
Yeah, I figured. She's got a long career. What is she now, in her 70s now? 60s?
And I think like maybe mid 60s.
Yeah,
think
she's getting
so.
on. Wow. She's been
Yeah.
around a while.
That reminds me. I can't wait to see Mamma Mia too. That's gonna be a
Oh,
good
the,
movie.
well, the one came out way back in 2008,
Yeah.
10 years ago.
She's not in the second one.
There's
Oh.
a second movie coming out.
Yeah, and then
I
like
didn't know that.
I don't know.
2 or 3 months. I
Oh.
saw a trailer. We went to see Pitch Perfect 3, and I saw a trailer. I'm like, okay.
Who's we?
Me and Carol went to go see it.
Oh,
But
your
I
new
remind-
wife who you're cheating with. Oh, you're cheating on me. I
Yes,
know.
yes. Okay,
I know your
we
fiancé.
did establish just a
Yes.
couple like
Then I
episodes.
divorced you because you were being just rude to me,
Yes.
mean, and not
Oh.
treating me well. Yes.
Should I be here for this?
Oh, no, don't worry. You can tag
Anyway,
along. It's not the third
there is
wheel.
a topic I want to say, but before I say what I want to say, do you want to say anything first?
No, just I wanted to say thank you to you guys for inviting me to you.
Well, I invited you. He
Yeah.
didn't.
Well,
I
thank
just
you,
put
Emily.
You in the
You're
group.
very
You can
kind.
give me credit.
But
yes.
you have to
very
realize
much.
something.
The two E's, the two E's.
She invited him, but then she came here and left the poor guy at the subway station
Well-
to wait for me.
well, you know,
that's
sorry.
kind of a bad hostess, right?
Well, not really. I mean, I wanted to get here early. I had to get myself ready. I had to prepare the Oscar speech. You can't please everyone. I had to work all day today.
It
I've
was-
been up since 7 a.m.
Just to say it's great to be here. Thank you guys so
You're
much. Even
Yes.
though it's really cold outside, Toronto
Yes.
weather's not kind to us right now.
Sucks big
but
time.
it's nice. It's awesome to be here. This is
Yes.
really cool.
The weather's not nice. The
What's
next
up, Miami?
What's up, Miami? Okay, so I'll give my shout out to Carol and Jasmine. I know you guys are watching. I love
Your
you
new
girls.
family, yes. The affair, yes.
Jesus.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So, topic of discussion. They're making a movie with Mario and the Minions. What do you guys think about
Never
that?
even knew about that.
You know, have you seen the Minions?
I know Mario Brothers. You know.
I know Mario Brothers.
Mario and the Minions. You know, some of
Never
those
knew.
little yellow guys?
Never
you know,
knew that.
Despicable Me?
Yeah.
You're doing
Oh,
collab-
let me tell you, that guy.
Okay, I meant the
You know-
Minions, not Mario. I know Mario. Everyone knows Mario.
Yo.
Right? So what do you think? You think that's an interesting movie?
An interesting combination. I mean, I've heard
Mario
of the
and
Minions.
Yeah,
and
they've done
everybody
like I
much
think
attention.
3 Minion movies.
Yeah, I think I might have seen one. I can't remember if I have or not. But that's interesting.
Despicable Me.
Oh, I
Minions.
think I saw that.
Yeah, that's where
I
they're
think I
from.
did.
Despicable Me, and then they
Okay.
people like them so much they made like little shorts and movies of
Is
them.
that Disney Pixar?
That's doing this.
Pixar?
I think Pixar's
I
Despicable
figured
Me.
Despicable Me. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
I think
figured.
Pixar's just
I love those guys.
Pixar.
No, the little guys.
Oh, the
yellow
Minions.
guys.
Yeah, the Minions. Yeah.
Yeah, to me that's really cool.
Actually, earlier on today, while I was killing time, I was at the Walt Disney store in the Scarborough Town Center, and I saw this beautiful shirt. It was kind of pricey, so I held off on buying it. But when I get some money, maybe I'll treat myself to it. It said, born Disney, raised Disney, and I share a birthday with Walt Disney.
What?
So I really like the fact that it said born Disney, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I grew up on Walt Disney movies and everything. It's been my dream to go to either Walt Disneyland or Walt Disney World since I was 8 years old. Not once have I ever been. And I think I should get a discount because I share a birthday with him. I think I'd really
Yeah,
like
you
that.
really should.
I don't know, at
You
least
really,
a
really
20% discount, if not more.
Absolutely, and take me with you. I mean, I've never been to Disneyland, and I'm always.
Well,
I'm
as long as
always
you got
wanting
the
to-
money.
You want to go? Let's all
As
go.
long as you got the
It's all
money,
your wifey, man.
got the money to pay for yourself, then great.
Sure. I mean, the thing is, if you really want to go to Disneyland, and you want to save money, you gotta take kids with you. You know, you get cheaper if you take kids.
Well, if I had to, I'm not the one who has kids here, unlike somebody next to me, so.
Hey,
Anyway.
which one of us you're talking at? Because there's two of us sitting here.
The person next to me, you don't need to worry.
Now, well, the
Anyway.
thing is, you know, you never know. I mean, behind that nice smile, there could be all sorts of secrets that he's not telling us. You know,
Could be.
maybe he has a bunch of kids. You never know.
Yo tengo como cinco ahí por ahí en Cuba, Puerto Rico, Dominica Republic. No, I'm joking. I don't have any kids.
Yeah, me neither. I'm nowhere near ready.
Well, not that I can talk about on the radio, anyways.
Oh, no worries. Bad publicity. I hear you. Bad publicity. I know when you're trying to get your career to get going, you don't want bad publicity. I get paparazzi and the tabloids and all this. All right, so
Interesting.
you wanted to talk about how there was only one female that was nominated with the Grammys.
No, actually, I misinterpreted that. It was
Okay.
the only female to actually win a Grammy for her own performance, like her
Okay.
own I forget what it was. Let me see.
Who
I
is
had it.
Yeah.
Um,
I wish I watched that. Now I feel
I
like
had the name. I watched.
I
it
can't
too,
believe
and
you
I
now
told
watch the Grammys.
At
It's
least,
well, I don't have
Alicia
cable for
Cara.
one. I haven't had cable for the last 8 years.
Pedro Rodriguez.
For one.
Pedro Rodriguez.
Hello, Rodriguez.
Hola, Pedro
Nice to
Rodriguez.
meet
¿Cómo
you.
estamos?
Okay.
Anyway, her name is Alicia Cara. She was
Oh,
named.
I've heard of her.
Yeah,
I
she was
know
the
who
only
she
woman
is.
to win her own award at the Grammys main
Oh.
show. That's what
that's
it was. I
interesting.
misinterpreted.
Okay,
Oh,
interesting.
that was interesting. And apparently, from what I
Oh, you're
she
from
was in
Brampton.
I didn't know that.
Oh.
I didn't know she was
Oh, okay, it
Canadian.
was Cara.
Oh.
That's
Good.
like Russell
Okay.
Peters. He's on Brampton.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Wow. I wouldn't know why you want to bother living up there when you got money to live somewhere better.
Well,
No
actually,
offense,
there's a lot of
When you're
nice
a true
houses.
Canadian, you stand by your country.
Too cold for me.
On that
Oh.
note, though, Brampton does actually have a lot of nice houses that people don't they live in. There's a lot- I lived in Brampton, so it's not bad there. It's actually some pretty nice houses down there.
Right.
Depends on where you live in Brampton.
You mean Bangladesh, you mean?
See, now we're not trying to put racism.
No,
into
I'm not.
this,
I'm not. There's a nickname. Somebody that I know actually calls it that, and I got that from him. So it's not actually me. I'm just taking that from him. Maybe he'll be a guest speaker on our show sometime later on, because we do want to have debates. You know, the more you offend people, people actually like to be offended.
Really?
Believe it or not.
Oh yeah, I know.
So me seeing Bangladesh, I really don't care what you think, right? I really don't.
I don't really care. I'm just saying.
Well, it's
you might
okay.
offend some
People can
viewers,
hate me.
you know?
They can be offended. I don't give a
But the
crap.
proper term is
Okay.
B-town. But anyway.
Okay.
You
Well, I
guys
disagree.
really sound like a married couple.
I know,
It's
people tell us that
kinda
all the
weird.
time,
It's
and
kinda
yet he's
weird.
cheating on me, right? He
It's
doesn't want to
kinda
be
weird.
married to me. Apparently I'm too ugly for him to be married to me, apparently.
Whoa.
I'm not attractive, and I got frizzy hair.
Okay, well,
and
yes,
I got,
I'd say
you know,
your
a
hair is
hairy
frizzy.
face, and I'm
No,
not
no,
attractive
no, no.
enough.
Hairy face?
Yeah.
I don't see no Yeti
Well,
on that face.
I see it right here and all over yours, so.
Yeah, no, I didn't even have time to
Yeah.
shave.
Anyway, there's a product that I actually was thinking about getting that for men and women that reduces your hair's growth rate and everything. It thins out your hair the more that you use it. It's worth the money, I believe. I've read enough reviews on Amazon
What's
about
it called?
There's 2 different ones actually. So we've got 2 competing brands here. One's No hair. I've had mixed reviews on that. I don't know. I knew someone that used it years ago. An ex of mine actually, and he didn't have a problem with it. And the other one is Silken removable hair. They advertise it on the subway. Silken.
That sounds like something that
Silken.ca.
would probably make you go bald, though.
Well, if you want to get rid of, hair that both men and women get in certain areas that they don't want, their face, wherever. If you're a guy, then it's worth getting. $300.
Entra en Cortés, Carolina. ¿Cómo estamos, Carolina?
Well, you know how to speak Spanish. I don't. You can.
Ya. Aquí estamos representando a los latinos ahora. Ya tú sabes. Así es que hola, Entra y Cortés, Carolina. Feliz jueves. Entra Cortés. Ahí estamos. De Cortés. Bueno.
Interesting.
Well, big shout out para ella y feliz jueves.
Next time, if we ever have you on our show again, which I'm sure we will, you got to bring us sombrero hats.
Some sombreros.
Yes, some sombreros, and I'm going to bring a prop of mine that looks like a
Or
sombrero.
damn donut hats.
Half donut, half sombrero.
No, if
Right
I'm
on my
bringing
Instagram.
anything, I'm bringing the tequila and unos taquitos.
Well, we don't really
deliciosos.
drink on my radio, or else we would, but, it's a little inappropriate, so. Anyway, continuing on about the Grammys, anything else you'd like to add?
Just
The Grammys.
México. No, yo no soy de México. Yo soy de Costa Rica.
México.
Saludos a toda mi familia aquí en Canadá, en Toronto y donde quiera que estén ustedes. Los quiero mucho. Saludos. Sorry, I'm just saying shout outs to everybody in my family.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
fine.
nice.
DJ Spider.
No
DJ Spider.
He's from Costa Rica.
De Costa Rica, es de Costa Rica, DJ Spider.
Oh.
Está bueno, aquí en Toronto.
No, I was still right about the Grammy thing. Yeah, she was actually the only woman to win a major award.
Really?
The other women didn't win any major awards.
That is unbelievably.
It's the topic of interest is, the Grammys forgot the Women of the Year.
Well, they're unbelievably sexist Grammys. That's all I have to say to you.
Hollywood in general is very black and white.
I love the Grammys. I mean,
I know, but you're a dude, okay? With another dude. I'm the only female here.
Cardi B was absolutely amazing.
Yes, I'm fighting for the female population.
No ding-a-ling. I'm saying
I'm
supporting the female side.
All right, genius.
Don't.
Jeez, gonna call me ding-a-ling on my camera. That's what you get.
Yeah.
All right, continuing on. Okay.
The Grammys. I mean, I love that. I know you missed it. I can't believe you missed it.
I know, but no cable for 8 years. You're talking to someone who has no cable. Okay.
The performance that Daddy Yankee and Luis. I mean, I listen to that song on the radio all the time. But, watching it live and these guys doing their thing, it's just amazing. You see Daddy Yankee, Luis Fonsi. I got to give it up. And big shout outs to everybody from Puerto Rico and todas las modelos and the models that were dancing there too.
Yes.
I don't remember her name, but she looked amazing. She looked really hot, really sexy. I give it out to the Latinos. We're doing it at the Grammys right now. So, I'm happy for that. I'm really happy that the Latinos are stepping up and we're representing our country really proudly. Music comes in our blood, and we have
no awards.
No awards.
Yes.
So I'm happy for them. I'm happy for the Latinos right now. It's a good moment.
I got to admit, I love that song. Well, I've forgotten her last name. I know her first name, Havana.
Yeah,
Camilo.
Caballero.
Bruno Mars. Yes, Bruno Mars.
Whatever.
Yeah, the music video is nice. Actually,
I just can't remember her last name.
That was the first time I actually heard that song 3 days ago.
What?
Yeah.
You're outdated.
What? Yeah, I was just on YouTube and I saw the song.
Where are you living? In an igloo up north?
Yeah, so I downloaded it. Yeah, that's it. Cabello.
Cabello. That's
Fifth
right.
Harmony.
Camila Cabello.
Fifth
Yes.
Harmony.
Oh, she was. She left Fifth Harmony.
Yeah, she left Fifth
Oh,
Harmony.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah,
oh,
she
wow.
left Fifth Harmony. See, I know. I have some information. I'm not that useless.
She wants her own thing, her own show going on. I guess she wants to keep the money for herself.
I'm not. Oh, maybe.
No,
I'm not
don't
saying
say she's a lesbian. Or she's not a lesbian. I doubt it. Come on. No.
Well, these days you
Well,
never
it's
know.
like what I just read like an hour ago about I didn't know that Jim Carrey was on trial for killing his girlfriend. They just dropped it. They just dropped the charges.
I never heard this. What?
Yeah, he was on trial for killing his girlfriend. But
No.
I guess I don't know. People thought he's that crazy that he kills his girlfriend, but no, they dropped the death charges.
That's crazy.
I was just reading the article. I was like,
wow.
okay.
What?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Jim Carrey's not my favorite. He's Canadian too, right?
Oh, yeah, I knew that, of course.
I mean, all the best Canadian comedians are all Canadian anyway.
He suffers from depression.
Oh, that's too bad. Just like Robin Williams, I suppose.
Well, Robin Williams
to that extent.
was more like severe though.
That's true.
Yeah. All comedians, they do suffer.
They like to make people laugh to get their mind off their depression.
I feel like it's like kind of like the sad clown. You know what I mean? It's like that sad clown where you make other people laugh, but inside you're breaking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
If I did go into stand up, I'd probably be very rich. Everyone tells me I'd be a good comedian, but I always make people laugh. But my jokes would probably get a bullet put in me. Some of the jokes.
Yeah, calling people ding-a-ling.
That's not a joke. That's not a joke. That's just being funny.
Well, considering how I'm not the one who had a kid with somebody else. I'm just saying. You're being mean. I could expose you on camera too. You're gonna call me a ding-a-ling. I'm just saying.
Yes. Children.
Yes.
Man, I never got, what's a dingling? I mean, I like
I don't know. I like to call
If somebody calls me a dingling, it sounds great. Hey, you're a dingling. I'm like,
those people watch TV.
Like a little bell or something.
I don't have cable, like I said, repeatedly on Netflix, and
was that
that's it.
Silken?
This is the Silken product. If you can see this on the phone, I don't know how well you can see this on camera, but this is the Silken product. You can buy it at Shoppers Drug Mart that I was talking about earlier. So, you ladies out there, if you want fuzz-free armpits and fuzz-free legs, and if you don't mind letting me talk, please, without laughter.
Sorry.
Thank you very much. Being the only female here, I often get drowned out as it is. Anyway, so ladies, as I said, if you want fuzz-free armpits and fuzz-free legs, I would, based on the reviews that I read, I can't say personally myself, I've never used it yet, but I do plan on buying it around Valentine's Day. This looks like a good product. You don't want waxing, and you don't want shaving with razors and hair removal cream like Nair, you know what I mean. So continuing on, anything else that you'd like to talk about the Grammys, or are we done on that subject?
I was gonna say laser hair removal. You can do that too.
Oh, that's true. I heard that's expensive though, more than $300 for a one-time product.
You know,
Yeah.
there was the Broadways were on the Grammys too.
Oh yeah.
And she is amazing. She sang "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina." I'm not lying. I got tingly. I got all tingly because it was such a beautiful moment because that song means a lot. If you guys, "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina." It's just a beautiful song, and for her to sing it, I'm looking up. Man, I remember her. What's her name?
Who?
What's
Cardi B?
Leo?
Lionel Messi?
Yeah.
Madonna?
And I have it written down here. It's just
Madonna.
I'm trying to remember. I did watch some of it.
Patti LuPone.
Oh,
Look, Patti LuPone. She's a musical icon, and she got to sing at the Grammys. Yeah, and I love that. That was amazing. It was such a good moment, and especially what she said about Trump backstage. It was awesome.
Okay, so continuing on, I'm going to talk about some of my e-news here that came up on my phone. We're going to talk a bit about the royal family, especially because my background is British. Yours is, Latino, but I'm British. So, speaking of Kate Middleton, she takes our breath away in a pink Alexander McQueen dress. And Kate Middleton, as you agree with you, if you follow the royal family, she's always a sight to see. She never lets us down once. But today she took things to a whole new level of stunning and one of our favorite looks ever. The Duchess of Cambridge joined her husband, Prince William, as well as Norway's Prince Haakon, Princess Mette-Marit, King Harold, and Queen Sonja for a lavish dinner at the Royal Palace in Oslo. No idea where that is. Anyway, Kate dressed perfectly for the event, wearing a great gown with an empire waist that ever so slightly showed her growing baby bump. They love children, the royal family, I suppose. But anyway, that's all the best about Kate Middleton. Anything else to say here? The dinner marked the latest event on Prince William and Kate's 4-day scandal in Sweden. And the last 2 days they played hockey, enjoyed lunch at the Royal Palace of Stockholm, and even visited the Nobel Museum. And now the royals will spend the last 2 days of the tour in Norway.
I love that accent.
Oh, thank you. It's genuine, isn't it? Considering how I've never even been to England before.
It's amazing.
And yet he likes to make fun of my accent all the time. You know what I say to this bloke right next to me? I tell him, sod off.
It's delightful, really.
I know. I tell him, sod off. That's what I say, because he's just jealous that he can't do it as well as I can.
Oh.
So, continuing on here, anything you'd like to add about celebrities?
I'm good, actually. Yeah, there's... What do you think? Well, you didn't even watch
No, I was watching Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that was the first women's Royal Rumble. That was his choice. I wanted to watch it. It was Ronda Rousey, whatever her name is. She made an appearance at the end of it, so she's gonna be in WrestleMania from what it looks like. That's the only reason I watched it, because it was the first female Royal Rumble. Right?
Was that the girl that actually got her ass?
Yes, the one who got her ass handed to her.
Oh damn.
Who is this? To go
Ronda
next?
Rousey or Rousey?
Never heard of her. Okay, I'm just
Tori Wilson.
Oh yeah, she.
don't know who that is either. I feel very uneducated around here. Anyway.
Trish Stratus, she's a Canadian. She went to York
Okay,
University.
well, I guess that explains why I don't follow Canadian media enough. I follow American media more than I do my own country, right?
But there is something related to her awards. So James Franco's speech, I think Golden Globes, that was probably the most entertaining speech I've seen in a while.
Okay.
People, I don't remember what it was word for word, but pretty much you can tell this guy looked like he was high off his rocker. Like he interrupted the other guy, pretty much pushed him away from the mic and started doing the speech. Hugh Jackman's face was became a meme. His face, because he thought he was gonna get the Golden Globe award for his show though.
Yeah, but that was so unrespectful. I thought I saw the whole thing. I mean, he was up there, and then suddenly you're making a movie about the guy. You know what I mean? And he wants to say a few words. Let him say a few words. Don't push him away.
Yeah,
for me, it's like kind of rude. Like
the Disaster Artist. That was a movie.
I love that movie with Tommy Wiseau. I love that. That was great.
Yeah, that was his.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
awesome. It was awesome.
I don't know.
Anyway, latest news, Ellen DeGeneres cries after receiving the best birthday gift from Portia de Rossi.
Ooh.
And she burst into tears after receiving the best birthday gift. This is today. Portia appeared on Thursday's episode of The Ellen Show and surprised her wife with a very special 60th birthday present. It's your 60th birthday, and this gift had to be really special, and it had to represent who you are and what you care about. And so that, and combine that in questions when we first met, like who's your idol, and what would you do if you weren't a talk show host? Apparently, people wanted to ask Ellen that. And anyway, Portia says I combined that with the fact that literally, guys, for like the 2 years, Ellen has said to me, I feel like I'm not doing enough every day. So I put all that together and I got you this gift, so let's see it. Happy birthday. A video then played in which Portia talks about Ellen's hero, Diane Fossey, and her dedication to animals. So for your birthday, Ellen, I am bringing you and your hero, Diane, together by building the Ellen DeGeneres campaign of the Diane Fossey Gorilla Fund. Speaking of gorillas, I should have mentioned earlier that those of you who don't want hairy gorilla legs should get the product, the silken hair removal product. But continuing on, Ellen, you will carry on Diane's legacy by giving them a permanent home in Rwanda in Africa. And now you will join Diane as a protector and champion of these amazing animals, the mountain gorillas. Happy birthday, Ellen! And all I have to, well, if I could impersonate a gorilla.
Ellen! Happy birthday, Ellen!
Impersonate a gorilla. I wish we could have her as a guest speaker on our show.
She will be awesome.
That would be amazing.
I'm a guest here, but
Even
I think
if
that'll
she
be
could
awesome
call
for
in.
you guys!
Even if she could call in, man, I just
Yeah.
want to say happy birthday, Ellen DeGeneres. You're the same age as my mom. You were born the same year as my mom. Very interestingly enough, my mother is the same age, so yeah, okay. I guess I don't have much else to say about Ellen DeGeneres. You guys want to speak about any other celebrities?
No. Well, wasn't Oprah? Is she gonna run for president? That was
I heard
something.
Lindsay Lohan and Kanye West wanted
JC,
to run for
everyone knew
president.
JC for
Kanye
president,
wanted
y'all.
to do
What
it.
up, JC for president? Hey, Daddy
Lindsay
Yankee for
Lohan
president. What?
Left America. Lindsay Lohan is in England now. She's in London, which is another reason why I'd love to visit London to meet Lizzo. Anyway.
But she's a drug addict.
Honey, you just insulted a live celebrity. She's recovered, A. Okay, B, she has straightened out her life, and C, she went to England to get away from the drug
Oh,
problems
yeah, that
in
makes
LA.
sense then.
Ding-a-ling.
If you guys could meet, let me ask you guys a question. If you guys ever want to meet like a celebrity,
Yes.
which one would you guys? You only get to pick one though.
Oh, that's tough. Oh, that's a tough one.
Which
Oh.
one would you pick? And
I'm
what's
just
the question
thinking.
you would ask?
I'm thinking. That's tough. Oh, I got a few. I'm just thinking. They're write it down. Who would I choose?
See?
I don't know.
I want to. I think
Probably.
if I had to choose someone, it's either someone that's close to my age, who I can relate to, is the same age as me, and got into acting at a young age, the way that I did, or somebody that started really struggle, grew up in a really poor background, had a really hard time in life, and then became famous and overcame it.
Right. Yeah.
So out of those two, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the singer JoJo. She sang the hit single "Leave Get Out" in 2004. JoJo, get out, leave right now. It's the end of you. I can't believe you don't know that song. Should I play
Never
it?
heard that
Oh, this
song.
song? Wow, you know about all these other people, but not her. Anyway.
I'm
Continuing
not really a
on,
music person,
JoJo,
I guess.
Joanna. Well, she's a singer. She did a bit of acting. She acted in RV with Robin Williams. And she acted in Aquamarine, which wasn't as well known as RV. But any movie with Robin Williams, I figured you would have heard of her because she did act in that back in 2006.
I remember RV.
2007. That's the actress that played the rebellious teenager arguing with her father all the time. That was JoJo. Yeah, that was JoJo. Anyway,
Okay.
I like her so much because she went through a lot in her life. Her dad actually very sadly recently passed away from a drug overdose.
Oh.
So she had to overcome that. And her mom, she grew up with her mom being a cleaning lady, and they had to live in like a one-bedroom apartment together. And I think she went on America's Most Talented Kids back in the day. I don't know if they still have that show anymore. I don't know if they do.
I don't think they do.
But back in the day when they had it, she went on it, and some other singer beat her up, but she got exposure. And somehow, I think a couple of years after she went on that show, I think a music producer was in the audience, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong about this. I'll have to do my research, but he gave her his business card, and she was known since she was 13, singing the hit single "Leave Get Out" in 2004.
Oh, cool.
So that's one person with a singer. Okay, if I had to pick one singer that I want to meet, it'd be JoJo. An actress, that would probably be the girl that starred in the Carrie Diaries.
Carrie Diaries.
Carrie Diaries, Sex and the City. Carrie, the main character.
Oh,
Carrie
Carrie,
Bradshaw.
she's so hot.
Yeah,
me
she
too.
played the younger
I would
version.
totally want to
You
meet
know the
Carrie.
Carrie Diaries?
That's Sex in the City, right? You're
No,
talking
it's
about the main
separate from
actress.
Sex and the City.
Oh,
Not
my
Sarah
God.
It's like
Jessica
spin-off,
Parker. No.
spin-off.
Spin-off.
Younger.
Younger
Oh,
version. She's
younger
my
version.
age.
Oh,
Her birthday is 3 days after mine. We have a lot in common, her and I. And anyway, Anna Sophia Robb. You look her up. She's been in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. She's been in a lot of things.
Yeah, I know who that is.
A whole bunch of the good. You know who she is. She's 3 days younger than me, and she started acting when she was 9 years old, just like I did.
Wow,
That was my first play when I was 9.
Cool.
So her and I have a lot in common, and I'd love to meet her.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. What about you? You're a celebrity, Eli.
Well, I mean,
about
yeah,
you?
I think for me, personally, I don't know if you guys even heard of the singer Arcangel. He's a Puerto Rican, I think Puerto Rican or Cuban, and he's coming here to Toronto to do a concert. I want to meet him. I mean, he's a rapper, reggaeton rapper, but an actor. I would love to meet Robert De Niro. I mean,
Okay.
Robert De Niro
He's
from the
pretty
Goodfellas. I know he's making The Irishman. He's making a movie right now, The Irishman. Yeah. I would like to meet Robert De Niro, and if it's a singer, I would like to meet Arcangel. I've been a fan. He's coming to Toronto. He's like a rapper, Latino rapper. Yeah,
Okay.
and it's like Daddy Yankee type of.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's coming like 2 weeks before my birthday. Maybe I'll go see him.
Yeah.
Yeah, my birthday.
Whatever happened to Demi Lovato? Just wondering.
That's the same weekend.
Oh, you're gonna see him instead of Demi.
No, it happens like
Oh.
to two
Oh.
things. Like it's the same weekend. Friday would be that. And
Oh.
that would probably be on the Saturday, Sunday. I have to double check the tickets.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Okay, let me
So I
know.
think Justin Timberlake is coming.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
after Steve, I can get tickets for that. I'm saying, called it.
I heard Pink was coming, I think, or was it
Pink?
Taylor Swift? I can't remember out of the two. One of them.
Maybe Taylor Swift. I don't know. Next
it
year's
was
Taylor
Pink.
Swift. It's
Maybe
probably
sometime
Pink,
this year, I
probably.
thought. I think so. I could be wrong, but I have to look that up.
Yeah.
Anyway.
August.
Oh,
August
he's
is when
coming
a
in
bunch of
August.
bunch of singers. Like Shakira's supposed to
Oh,
be
Shakira.
coming because she was sick for that one. She's coming back in August. I think Ed Sheeran is coming in August.
Shakira's
Oh, that's
hot,
cool.
man.
Think
Shakira
what you're
is.
saying.
Oh, Ed
August-
Sheeran's British. I
August
get
is
along
gonna be a
with
nice
him very
month for
well.
content.
British. I think he got discovered on Britain's Got Talent, I think. I think that's how he got discovered.
Who
I
are we
believe
talking
so.
about? I'm talking
Yes.
about Shakira.
Ed Sheeran.
Oh,
He's
Ed
British.
Sheeran. Okay, well,
He's
I'm
British.
still on
two
Shakira.
different
Right?
songs.
Yes,
Oh,
from my
God.
culture and my background. Okay,
Okay.
so continuing on.
Hey man, you never said who you want to meet.
I wouldn't really want.
Yeah, you
I
can.
really don't want to meet
You just don't
anyone.
want to meet anybody, okay?
No, I'm not really like into that kind of stuff. Really, like meeting
Interesting, but yet you talk about them on the
singers.
show.
Singers, maybe Undertaker.
Oh.
Well, that's a wrestler. Well, actually, I met Edge one year, but
I don't really listen to wrestling or pay any attention to it.
Or Steve
really
Austin.
Don't care.
Stone
but-
Steve Austin. I watch all his podcasts, all 500 episodes.
Interesting.
Very, very
Bit
awesome.
fan obsessed. Bit obsessed.
Yeah, his
but okay.
podcast is awesome. I'd love to do something like that, like do a podcast like that eventually.
Oh.
That's like my objective for this year. I want to start my own like
Well,
thing.
I'm starting my own podcast, speaking of which, with one of our guest speakers. He'd love to be on our show, Caswell Shaw. Shout out to Caswell. Sorry. He's from Toronto Film School. We knew each other from there.
Okay.
And him and I are doing a podcast on various topics. We're going to be uploading it to YouTube this week.
Actually,
So,
yes, I do have a singer I want to meet.
who's that?
Nice.
Fill me in. Who?
Josh Ramsey, Mariana's Trend.
Oh, yeah, from Mariana's Trend. I saw him at the Much Music
I've
Awards
seen
in
him perform a few
2015.
times. I've seen him perform a
I
few
saw
times.
him in
I'd love to
person.
actually meet, like,
I
after working
think I got one of their autographs in 2015. Much Music Awards, June of 2015 on Father's Day. I skipped Father's Day just to go to that. Anyway, continuing on.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you say you follow wrestling. I wanted to see if you recognize this. If you smell what the rock.
Of course, you just said his name. They're wrong.
Damn it!
Okay, let's talk about something else.
That's the only
please.
thing that I remember
Besides
from
wrestling,
back
okay,
in the day.
being a female, I really don't care about it. So.
How about Super
Let's
Bowl?
continue
Anyone gonna
on.
watch the Super Bowl?
No football for me. No, I'm good. No
probably,
cable.
I'll probably just sleep. Well, you don't need cable to watch
Well,
the
I still
Super
don't
Bowl.
care. Still don't
I'll
care.
probably just sleep. I don't really care about the
Yeah,
Super
who
Bowl.
cares? Me too. I don't care either.
I went
Alright.
to the Super Bowl like in Sunday.
Well, I mean, normally I would order like 100 chicken wings, just sit down by myself and watch it.
Yeah.
That's really it. But I don't know if I'm in the mood. I've been kind of nauseous last couple of days.
That's a
So,
shame.
maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Anyway, continuing on.
Hey, I just want to say, I want to give a big shout out to Gavin and the whole Line Dance crew. We're doing a little bit of a movie there, so
Oh, yeah.
we're all
You
practicing.
have to
we're
pay,
all
no,
doing-
don't you?
Ah,
$75 is what
well,
I
forget
heard.
about how much that about it. It's just about having fun and you know, getting everybody together. And we had our first class. It's been amazing. We had a lot of fun. So big shout out to Gavin and the whole dance crew, live dance crew. You know, woo woo. Ya tu sabes, brah.
You know, I actually want to try doing
What?
theater.
Theater's awesome.
I thought you wanted to do voice acting.
No, but yeah, I want to try theater too.
Well,
But I know like that never happened.
good luck with doing that in Toronto.
No, I wasn't necessarily referring to doing it in Toronto, but yes.
Oh yeah, do it somewhere else, not Toronto. That's
No, if you want to do theater, you don't really do it in Toronto. You do it outside of Toronto, like Stratford or something.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, you got to pay the theater companies in Toronto just to be hired, basically, just to work for them. So.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically. Okay, so anything else that you'd like to add? Or should I continue on here with some more nominees for the Oscars?
Anything else you want to add? I don't know, anything you want to do this year? Like not related to that?
I have something.
Anything in general you want to get done this year? 2018, you know, big 1-8?
A lot of things.
Okay, well, I will continue unless you want to say something.
No,
but...
you continue.
Okay.
It looks like you got a little grip on things. So
I do.
Your thing.
Well, speaking of which, Selena Gomez apparently had a fling, so they say, with Charlie Puth. I think that's how you pronounce his last
Isn't he
name.
dating
Puth?
Justin Bieber?
How is he dating Justin Bieber?
No, she said she.
Oh, she. Dude, I think they broke up years ago.
No, they went back together.
Yeah,
a couple of weeks ago.
There's so many on and off between them.
They fall in love you're watching.
This is
Anyway, okay, please, if I can talk.
Yes,
Continuing on. Now, despite the Hollywood speculation, a source assures E! News that apparently nothing romantic happened between Charlie Puth and Selena Gomez. They may have never been anything more than friends. Our source shared with us, Charlie Puth's fling with Selena hit him harder than most people realized. Gracing the cover of Billboard's February 3rd issue, the 26-year-old pop singer opens up about the 2016 collaboration, We Don't Talk Anymore. I love that song. And the brief romance that ensued. It's about a particular moment in my life when someone very close to me wanted the attention of somebody else. Puth tells the magazine, when I found that out and we edited it, I might have done some shady things too, and she might have asked me, how long has this been going on? I can relate to that song in a lot of ways. That's why I like that song so much. But without saying it outright, Puth implied that his song's attention and how long were inspired by Gomez, who, you are correct, who is dating Bieber again. They've been on and off again so many times.
I said it.
That I can't keep track.
We said
trending news.
And she was just like, no. Like,
I can't keep track, man.
Everybody knows you got a little thing for Justin Bieber. You don't have to like be all like jealous and stuff.
I don't have a thing for Justin Bieber.
Well,
Thank you very much. I have Nick Jonas is the person who I have a thing for. Thank you very much.
Oh, really?
Yes, I will gladly admit that Bieber, not so much. He's too short. Too short for me. No offense. I'm pretty tall. I'm 5'9". Bieber's not taller than me. What about your height?
You
You're
don't
a bit
like the
shorter than me.
short man.
You guys are both shorter than me. Holy.
Hey.
Anyway, continuing on, you're talking to a model here. You know, most models will be taller than you. Most runway models.
I don't know. I got a little thing for models.
Oh.
Models got a little thing for me too. You know.
That's cool. Anyway, I don't kiss and tell, but the only way a song like that can come across as real is if there's something else going on behind the scenes, and that's what was happening. Very short-lived, very small, but very impactful, and it really messed me up. I'm trying to put this the best way possible. It wasn't like me. I was the only person on her mind. Puth explains. And I think I knew that going in what I was getting myself into. I understand where he's coming from. I've had this problem many times with the opposite sex. So, moving on.
Okay, so we're down to our last 10 minutes.
Yes, we are.
So, as we're reaching the end of our show, I'll make one more little thing I want to mention as we end the show. So, Vanity Fair removes James Franco from cover over sexual misconduct.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. That's harsh, man.
Okay.
See, it's but everywhere you look is like sexual misconduct.
Yeah, like everybody's getting.
You go touch someone on the shoulder, good job. Nope, you're going to jail.
Yeah.
He touched me. Sexual misconduct. It's kind of getting a little bit out of hand, I would say. Like honestly.
I don't know, man. I don't know what the dude did, but hey, man.
Yeah.
So many things with sexual misconduct and sexual harassment and sexual assault nowadays.
That's now the hot button trend. Oh, he looked at me weird.
The Me Too thing. The Me Too thing.
The Me Too thing. Yeah, that's a little bit different. Yeah.
But a little bit overboard personally.
Did I ever tell you about that time I was on the bus and some guy dropped his pants in front of me?
No, you didn't
It was
actually.
a couple
I mean,
weeks
you told me
ago.
about that
If
first.
we're talking about drunks, I got the
No,
crazy
I don't know
story.
if he was drunk, but yeah, I was just getting off the bus and he was a stop before me. He literally drops his pants in front of me, fixes himself, and puts his pants back on. I'm like, what the hell did
Boxers?
I
Did he at
Wow.
least have boxers on?
He took everything off.
What the?
Drawn
How was that?
drunk.
That's public nudity.
Like,
That's
it's
public
legit, he
nudity.
didn't put it back on. Like, no one like gave a crap. Or I don't know if anyone was blind that day. It was like
What?
that one time I was in the bus and it like sideswiped the car, and then he
Okay.
continued driving past the car after he sideswiped it and getting off the bus. He's like, "Oh, did you enjoy your heart attack?"
Wow.
Like, what kind of driver?
Wow.
Oh,
Okay
wow.
then.
Wow.
Well then.
But,
Well,
yeah.
crazy story, really quickly. I was on the bus a few days ago, the Blue Night bus. Everybody that lives in Toronto knows about this bus.
Team Blue Knights.
And definitely, this guy just definitely, he was really drunk. He pressed the bell. He walked out to the side of the bus. He puts one leg on one side. He puts the other one. He sips himself. He starts doing his thing. He sips back up, and he goes back to sets down like nothing happened. So casual. And I was just like, no way. The dude has a personal bathroom. And it was like ladies. It was a Blue Night bus. People coming from work and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It was crazy. I was laughing out loud. All the
Well
way.
then. Okay then. That's interesting. Well.
So,
Yeah.
All right.
for
Well.
our next episode, we're thinking about probably doing a debate or something. A
Yeah,
debate.
debate. Yeah.
So if you guys have any
debate.
ideas about what you'd want us to talk about for our next
Yes.
episode, you have until Saturday to let us know. You can email
Yes.
us here at the station, frequency5fm@gmail.com.
Yep.
Or you can contact our personal
On
Instagrams.
Instagram, Emily C Official.
And Rain for 31, or our combined one, which is Emily and Raven show.
Emily and Raymond. I'm still working on updating that. I don't know.
Yeah, you've done good. I've seen that.
Done well. I did well. Not done
Okay,
good.
done
I
good,
did
done
well.
good. And then,
English.
I
Okay.
think that's it. And remember, if you guys want to sponsor us, let us know. Same thing. You can contact us personally or
Yes.
call in at the station, 647-857-4454, or email frequency5fm@gmail.com.
Yes.
Remember to follow our social media, the Facebook, the YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter for Frequency 5.
Yes.
And I think
Thank you
that's-
so much for
that's
watching.
it.
And if you'd
So-
like us to be a sponsor, again, you can contact us personally or the phone number 647-857-4454.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you guys so much.
Yes.
See ya.